Good evening, Mask Enjoyers. I hope you're doing all right, 'cause it's time for the predictions video. Yes, it's a little bit late, but I'm still streaming, so I don't see any problem with that. So yes, this batch of skins rotated into roster about 7 hours ago, and basically we're going to go ahead and take a look at all of them, try and figure out which of these skins potentially might be the best investment this week, which of these skins might give us those sweet, delicious looking profits. Right, so first of all, just want to bring this up. Last week kind of went a little bit low in terms of sales. Initially, they were selling very nicely in the first 24 hours of sales, in the first 48 hours of sales, but then it just kind of reached a halt, slowed down, and then they ended up not really selling that much. Also, the roster rotated fairly early today, so maybe some people wait until the last second to make a move. Well, unlucky for them. So I can't help but assume all of these skins in the future, so as long as we see interesting continuations and whatnot, they're going to do all right. Will the same thing happen with the likes of these brand new skins? Maybe. We'll have to keep an eye out for this, right? So, as I would normally say, I never really rush into making a purchase if I'm trying to make an investment. I'd normally wait until Wednesday or Thursday. So, it's up to you what you do. By all means, if you like a skin, buy it for yourself. Enjoy it, appreciate it. Keep those skin creators motivated. Keep wanting to put out very nice creative designs in the future. But we are here to try and figure out which of these skins potentially might be having a very nice future ahead of themselves. Let's take a look at the likes of the Shadowborn Large Box. I can't help but assume there's going to be a lot of enthusiasm and motivation behind the likes of this. I'm talking about the likes of, well, over the past 3 weeks, it's just been Shadowborn skin, Shadowborn skin, Shadowborn skin. And that gadget door, that rose up in price very nicely last week when we saw the sheet metal door. And with this appearing this week, this sheet metal door rose up in price very nicely when the large box appeared. So, I can't help but assume we will be seeing even more Shadowborn skins being produced. Vase and Cubist, they are very productive and putting out very nice works. But they might be taking a break soon. We shall see. I think Mr. Vase did bring that up, but we'll have to keep an eye on what goes on in regards to, well, if you just keep an eye on the likes of the workshop over the course of this weekend, keep an eye out. And look, if you don't really want to set up a full Adorphus list for yourself, you can always use Micro's website just to keep an eye on all the newest submissions. You can see that here. Look, if I type in Shadowborn, for example, well, bam, there you go. I can see all of them. We did skip one again today, the Sheepman Double Door. So I don't know what's going on in regards to that. Back in February, we had a lot of them, and maybe we don't want to see any more sheepman doors. Face Punchers probably thinking that. Maybe they're wanting to hold one back potentially for next month. We might have complete the sets. I'll talk more about that a little bit later. But yeah, if you just want to get a good look of all the newest skins, you just go over to here, date submitted, and you can see all the most recent submissions. It's all there. And of course, you can also see the upvotes and the downvotes. Click that, and you can see them, ranked by that. Very nice, very cool. So yes, with what we have going on here, can't help but assume we're going to see even more. What's next? Small box, armored door, wooden door, double doors again maybe, armored double doors for example, furnace, who knows. But more deplorable skins for the deplorable collection only reinforces it and gets a lot more people investing into it. So I can see a nice bit of optimism for that. I know the skin creators are very confident in their abilities, and it will very likely we'll be seeing another one appearing this weekend. But you've got to play the waiting game. The smart option is wait until you see another submission potentially around Monday, and then of course maybe around Wednesday time. I will be streaming then. You can hop in and visit me as we do the abnormal barter talk. That's abnormal. Again, we know that that's going to be marketable before this rush door even rotates. Let's use that time to our advantage, and of course, do the barders first, look at the support afterwards, then make a decision. We did that last night with the sheepman door. Now behold, this was accepted immediately. Sheepman door just went. So, if we did a smart barter, yeah, but last night when I looked at that sheepman door, we were still a bit 50-50, but it did look reasonably okay. Maybe some people did buy some. So with what we see there, I can't help but assume more will be coming out. It looks like it's going to be positive, right? So that's the best answer I can give to you. Best thing we can do is wait and see what appears in the workshop. Right, so I felt confident in that. What else do I feel somewhat confident in? I'm going to have to lean more into the likes of the Blocky set as well. Blocky is also building up its own collection. We're also at 3 here, and yep, with the sheepman door appearing today, this gadget door initially was down below its roster price, now it's gone back up again. The large box instantly up 70%. Very nice to see. The exact same thing applies to this. If we keep seeing more deplorable skins being produced, we are going to see more support for the likes of the investment towards it and whatnot. But I will just point this out. The garage door did about 30,000 sales. I'm looking at the subscriber count, and then you look over to here at the large box, just under 15,000 subscribers. So I don't know where this is going to end up at, but I'm a little bit concerned about the sheepman doors. What do you mean by this? Well, take a look at all the sheepman doors we've had accepted so far this year, and you can see that. Yep, okay, so we're like 14 weeks into the year so far? We've got 12 skins already. Last year we received 30, and as you can see, a lot of them not doing super great because we had far too many options. In total, there's over 200 skins to compare to. That's a problem. But so as long as there's still support for both of these collections, it should be fine, hopefully. But I don't know how much this is going to end up at. We literally just had the Shadowborn sheep on the door. It did 20,000 subscribers. Will this only do about 15? Maybe it might only do 10. Who knows? But at the moment, after 7 hours, it's only done 2,300 subscribers. I get the feeling its sales might be a fair bit low, but all the better for it to rise up in price in the future, especially if we do keep seeing continuations. And Keka, the man behind this collection, I'm pretty sure he still has a solid idea of what he's going to be doing next. With all these deplorables, it's going to be, be a nice homage to a different monument, and it sounds like he has an idea for some double doors. What will they be? We shall see, because the only way you're going to find out is keeping an eye on the workshop. So, yes, I'm optimistic for that, but not as much compared to Shadowborn. Shadowborn has a lot more interest. I could just quickly show you again. If you look by votes and, score, Shadowborn's always on top for the previous week. So, yeah, just point that out. So, a lot better sales potentially and a lot more interest to keep the demand and the price up. Compared to this, well, that doesn't have as much, but it's still, the rules still apply to it. So, that's looking pretty sweet still. Okay, so that's also abnormal. We'll look at it Wednesday. We'll see how many sales have happened. And if it's really low, I mean, it's a lot better, it's a lot better for us to jump in and invest into it. So this is why patience is rewarding. Right, moving on to the next skin that I'm feeling somewhat confident about. I'm going to talk about the Thundergold Custom SMG. Now, by default, custom SMGs, look at all of this. Ooh, look at all the ones that came out recently. Not looking super great. But we've had a bit of a trend with the likes of the Thundergold recently. And, same rules apply, I guess, when you look at the likes of the Blackout collection. If you were to look at all the Blackout skins, a lot of people seem to like them because there's a Blackout skin. When you look at all of these other skins, not so much. And some of these did sell at higher prices. Redemption sold at $3. You can see Chameleon sold at $2.49. So, yeah, some of them not so bad. Some of them kind of dropped down a fair bit more. But we got Thundergold here. And over the past, 2 months, Thundergold has been putting out skins for weapons that tend to have very bad performing skins. AK-47s, for example. The vast majority of AKs don't perform very well, but that's doing okay. Thundergold SARS. The SAR skins have not been performing very well for the past 2 or so years. Double barrel shotguns weren't performing very well for the past 2 or so years, but yet these are doing fine. People like the Thundergold collection. Facepunch likes the Thundergold collection. They keep accepting every single new one that's submitted. That was just a quick resubmission by the skin creators this past weekend. Well, bam, instant accept. Now, I'm really hoping to see the hoodie and pants. That would be a lovely boost to all of that. It's still on the horizon. Maybe we might see complete the sets, bringing that up again, but a little bit later. So, again, maybe it's the collection that'll hold it up. Also, real quickly, I should have not closed that. All of these weapon skins didn't sell that much. Subscribers, 13,000, just under 10,000, 9,700 almost. It's low, all right? All the better for it to rise up in price. So as long as we keep seeing more and more and more acceptances, and we are, Facepunch likes it. So, yes, custom SMGs, I understand, maybe in terms of the totem pole and, usage and whatnot. If you're not using the gun that much, where's the justification to own the skins? I get that, I understand. But for that right there, I mean, every now and then you've got to have at least one skin that does all right. And, it's been a while since the Blackout one. Maybe that one might be the one, all right? And so as long as we keep getting more support for the Thundergold, that's okay. But I will point this out again. All those other weapons, like the AK and the SAR, well, they actually do go up in price and down a price and up a price. They always stick around the Rustore price, but they do dip below the Rustore price. So maybe you might want to consider only doing a buy order. Fair enough. But the smart thing to do, of course, is wait until Wednesday. We'll see how many sales have happened around then, and then we'll consider what we're going to do. And if it's low sales, I might be jumping in and buying some. I honestly will. So we'll look at that. But just to quickly get the point across, if I were to quickly look at the likes of AK-47 skins, you will see that some of them might be doing all right, but not all of them. And unfortunately, I can't see all the AKs. So let's just go to the quick previous week. Sorry about this, but just to get the point across real quickly. Come on now, because we had an AK last week, didn't we? Show yourself. It's not working. It's broken. Oh dear. There we go. Thank you. Right, here we go. All the AK-47 skins that have come out in the recent past, and if you look over the past year or two, you will see that the vast majority of them aren't doing very well, but what happens to be doing pretty okay? The Thundergold AK. That only came out today, so we can't really count that. Scroll, down. Ooh, Kiss AI, yay! And if you go look at all the SARs, so semi, automatic, yep, please, show me that. And what do we see? Well, that seems to be doing okay. That only just became marketable, but that's doing perfectly fine. Scroll. That's not looking very good, is it? So you can see Thundergold does seem to have some sort of special thing behind it. It's got the support, people like it, and if we keep seeing more skins, all the better for the full collection. Cool. So, is there anything else that I think might work out quite right? Tomb of the Octopus, you're getting a lot of attention, and let's go bring you up. Okay. First of all, problem, another cool looking garage door. What do we see over here? A lot of very interesting garage doors that have come out in like about 2 months' time. That's awkward. That's a bit of a problem. And I can't help but assume we're going to see another cool looking garage door appearing after this. Twitch drops. Who knows? They might be appearing soon. Are we going to see a lot of garage doors this year? Well, for the previous year, we had 27. I'm excluding Industrial Bloodgate, if you understand the reason behind that. And then the year before that, we had 28. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot more garage doors this year. So that's a bit of a problem. But when I look at the skin, I know that that looks pretty cool. I know a lot of people are going to probably, well, be appreciating it. And the skin creator, he's already got a continuation prepared. He's produced a large box already, and that was most recently submitted just this past weekend. So on the horizon, we do have potentially more skins for it. Will they actually be accepted? We shall see. I am still concerned though, like, you know, with the other garage doors that we have seen recently, the Blocky one and of course the Shadowborn one, they have lovely developing collections. We already established that. What's going to happen to this? Are we going to keep seeing more of that? And then there's the problem of, you got 3 collections that are currently active that are getting a lot of deplorable skins accepted potentially. Are they going to, you know, conflict with each other at some point? Is there going to be potential problems? Is one of them going to get a lot less, continuations compared to the others? We'll see. But as you can understand, this is why I didn't immediately jump onto this and say, maybe this is a good one. I'm actually kind of 50-50 on this one, to be honest. I will sit there and say that. Again, maybe it slows down. Maybe it only does about 12 or 15,000 sales. We'll see. But, yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it. I can see it continuing. I know the skin creator is definitely going to be putting out some more interesting designs, of course. Keep an eye on the workshop for those potential new designs. But yeah, will it develop or will it stop immediately with just this garage door? And will we see even more potential interesting garage doors potentially in the short term? Next week, the week after that, next month, who knows? We'll see. All right, so just keep that in mind. Right then, so, also it's abnormal, wait till Wednesday, you get the whole idea, you understand. Right, next thing I want to bring up, I wanted to bring up cyber, but I lean more towards the gloves more than the boots, so again, 50-50. I'm not super invested in the likes of the cyber collection, but I can't help but point out that when a new clothing armor piece is accepted, the pre-existing pieces very well likely will go up in price. Now, the face mask has gone up in price, but that got completely bought out today. So we've got a full collection now, but what's next? I don't think there's a next. I don't think there's anything else coming out now. And we've kind of gone through this very recently with another metallic set. That was Damascus. Damascus, at the very least, has done a very good job in maintaining its price. Now, of course, if I could just quickly remind you, these 4 skins came out first and they sold at around an average of 13,000 sales among them, but then when all of these came out they did like almost 20,000 sales, so these suffered. Kilt's importance, that's always going to do fairly okay. So for the while, you know, ever since this got completed, I'm talking about tier 3, tier 2, hoodie and pants, boots and gloves, it's done okay. It's maintained its price. That's fine, that's cool. Will cyber do the exact same thing? Maybe. I can't confirm that, but I can sit here and say there wasn't as much interest in this compared to the likes of Damascus when I first saw it, but with the later skins I have noticed a little bit more, but it looks like it's just buyouts. I think people are just taking advantage with its low quantities. Will that actually be genuine interest? It's debatable. Like, will we suddenly see a whole bunch of these flooding the Steam market? I don't know. That's going to be a potential problem. So the boots and the gloves, more specifically, we look at you. Will there be anything that could potentially boost you up? Maybe a jacket. That's the best thing I could really think of. But I will point this out. Typically, in most situations, when you have a pair of road sign gloves, if it's part of a full, well-established collection, they tend to perform a fair bit better. Yes, Damascus is a bit awkward, but that did sell a lot more compared to the likes of the Tier 3 and the hoodie and pants. So that's a bit of oversaturation in regards to that problem. So, yeah, you got Legacy Kevlar, you got Lovestruck. Thundergold's only down by 1%. Then you got the likes of Ronin Road Sign, you got Training, you got High Quality Metal. So, yeah. Most situations it does turn out quite all right. It is selling for $1.49 though instead of the usual 99 cents, so we'll see. But I'll be honest with you, it's abnormal. That one is, not the boots. We'll wait until Wednesday, we'll do our buy orders, we'll look at it afterwards, and we'll consider what we're going to do next. In regards to the boots, well, we can learn from what we see with the gloves. Does it actually have genuine interest or not? Is it worth, like, engaging? If not, we'll probably just avoid the boots. If it's doing reasonably well, then we'll probably feel more inclined to potentially do a good buy order on the boots, or maybe just potentially buy some. But I'll be honest with you, again, not 100% sure if I want to delve into the likes of the Cyber Collection. I did buy a fairly decent amount of the Tier 3 pieces, but they went down real bad to 50 cents at one point. But when we saw the the continuations, spike command, spike in price. I sold them at the right time. I made some decent profit, but I just don't think there's anything else that's going to help it out. And as time goes on, when we go through bad times again eventually, I can't help but assume both Damascus and Cyber Collection will suffer. We've got a lot of complete metallic sets. Which one's going to be the one that gets a lot more favoured compared to the others? And in most recent times, that would be the likes of Hardsuit, Damascus, and of course Cyber. So I'm a bit 50-50. Patience. Right, so now we're delving into the skins where I'm not super confident, except that one. That one's a bit different, much like the AK last week. But let's start talking. So, Imperial Pump Shotgun. Okay, when I look at all the previous pump shotgun skins that came out last year, we'll take a look at this. We've got 4 skins there, one of them being, of course, a Twitch drop. That didn't go super great. That went down a fair bit. That one's doing okay. But just to remind you, that did very low sales, only 5,500. So there's only so many of them to go around, you know, in circulation and whatnot. This is part of the biggest collection in Rust, No Mercy, still down by 20%. Only did 12,000 sales. Yeah, it's a bit odd, isn't it? And then you got the El Diablo one, part of a well-established El Diablo weapon collection and whatnot. 14,000 sales, down by 11%. They're not down terribly, but they're not in the positive. So that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I can't help but assume this pump shotgun here, it's not going to sell crazily. It might only do about 10,000 sales. It might not do a good job of maintaining its price, but it might not go down that much. And a smart buy order can always lead to a decent profit. I don't expect it to maintain its price. But if it, you know, if we look at this by Wednesday and see it's only done about, like, I don't know, 6,000 sales, it might end up exactly like Ink Dragon, where it does end up in the positive. But there's only like 20 Ink Dragons on the Steam market right now. If you were to end up being someone who bought like 100 of these, yeah, you're going to be your own worst nightmare, unfortunately. So we'll talk more about that Wednesday, but I don't think it's going to do ridiculous sales. And yes, with a smart buy order, that could still end up being a nice profit. Okay. And then, of course, we've got these 2 skins. Khinkali Furnace. Right, so I just don't trust furnaces that much, but I will point this out. Some of the furnaces we've seen this year have actually worked out quite all right. So, Blackberry Furnace, you have a very nice different coloured interior. That's nice of you. Polished Obsidian, you've done a very good job. I think the main thing in regards to this is that there's a whole... Everyone who bought this refused to list theirs below $2. I'm not joking. But yeah, those 2 worked out all right. These, not so much. And some of the ones that we saw late last year, not so much. Neon Vibes, you were cool. Again, nicely different coloured interior. Thanksgiving Turkey Furnace has been pumped, all right? So disregard that one. But yeah, the vast majority of furnaces last year weren't super great. So I still lean into the idea of I don't really want to go near it. But I can respect, if it doesn't sell that much, it could easily potentially rise up in price with a... Of course, you know, a pump. Now, its design is supposed to be a dumpling of some sort. I don't fully get it, but it's not like we haven't had food-related furnaces in the past, but they also don't tend to work out very well. So looking at that, it just looks like a standard furnace to me, and I'm not exactly super enthusiastic with it, so I don't think it'll work out well. I might just avoid even doing a buy order on it. And then we've got Snakebite Hunting Bow. I'm not hating the design. Design actually looks really cool. You've got the slow process and how it's slowly built up here from Sunart. I do like these. I appreciate these. I normally look at them when I do my Rust Workshop skin checks. So, yeah, that's very nice to see. But in terms of its overall design, I just don't think people are going to care enough for it. And you might sit there and say, well, why are you dissing it? I'm not dissing the design. It's just people don't seem to care enough about, well, the skins themselves. So as I look over to here, what do we see? Well, over the past 2 or so years, look at all the hunting bow skins. Yeah, they are not looking pretty, are they? That's unfortunate. So what do you think's going to happen to that one right there? Well, it's not too hard to notice, is it? Also, if I just look at this by highest price, at $2, it's in like the top 12. It's Rust store price. It's $2 price. It's in the top 12 out of 70 skins. The price it sells for in the Rust store, and it's already up there. That don't look pretty, does it? No. So, yeah, that's probably just going to be a barter, isn't it? I'm sorry to say. Kind of lost my mouth there a bit. Sorry. Right. And I've left this last. And no, this is not because I have absolutely no trust in it. It's rather I just don't know what to say. We do not get that many M39 skins, do we? No. All right. What do you see when I... Come on, SCM, show it to me. Come on, thank you. Right. 1 in 2024, 1 in 2023, 1 in 2022, 1 in 2021, 0 in 2020, and then 5 when it first got properly released and introduced to the game. So these are all old. They're all in the positive. That's nice to see. When Tempered came out, loads of people bought it. There's, oversaturation happened. When Bombshell came out, it sold reasonably, only down by 11%. That's fine. And then you got the likes of Kevlar M39 that came out last year. Sold about just under 12,000 bare minimum. down by 40%. That ain't pretty. But we've got this one right here. And you might sit there and say, it kind of looks like a generic one, doesn't it? Well, this is actually pay to win. What do you mean? Take a look. So if I look to the workshop page, what do we see? Yep, you got the standard Nomad design. It looks, battle worn and whatnot, but that's all set. That's all designed to be that way. It's supposed to pair up with the likes of the Nomad Hazmat very nicely. Anyway, this is the main thing that we need to look at. That is a pay-to-win aim sight. He's cut away some of it, and you've got transparency. You can see a little bit more. Now, the next question is how often are you even using an M39? Depends on what servers you're on and whatnot, but take that into consideration. That is special compared to all the other M39 skins. We don't have a Twitch drop or anything like that. Nothing. So you've got to consider what you see, do you understand the problem now? Because we don't really have anything to compare to. We don't have many other skins. And all the recent skins are in the negative. But that right there, is it going to even sell that much? That's the question. Now, the previous Apocalypse Nomad skins didn't sell that much. And I think far too many people waited till the last second to buy this AK. Unfortunately for them. Early Rustore rotation, so they kind of got a bit screwed up there. But hey, maybe they thought they could do a strong barter instead. And now the price is doing reasonably okay at the moment. And that's down by 18% still. I only did 10,000 bare minimum sales. That did 8,500. Right now, this is at 2,600. It's the third best-selling skin. But then again, overall, this whole batch of skins might not sell that much. That's why I brought it up at the very beginning. So, I don't know. I'm conflicted. I can't give you a definitive answer on that. Feel free to comment your thoughts in regards to the Apocalypse Nomad M39. I'm talking too fast. My apologies. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to leave that. It's not abnormal. We don't have the advantage to do some bilders before the Rustore rotates. We're just going to have to literally look at that on Wednesday and think, am I going to buy it, or am I just going to have to try my best to put down a fast bilder when the Rustore rotates the next time? I don't know. But, yeah, that's the best thing I can say. So I just wanted to point that out. Please be aware of that aim sight. There's no other M39 like that, okay? So, cool. We got that all nice and established. That was very fast from me, by my standards. It's probably still 20 minutes long. Sorry about the video. Anyway, I brought this up last week, I'm sure, and I'm pretty sure I will want to mention it again right now. We might potentially have Most Wanted and complete the sets again next month. Last year, May 2023, we had Most Wanted first, and in theory, this is all the skins that had a lot of support on the Rust Workshop but weren't accepted. Now, if you want to get a good idea of what skins that might be, we have Micro's website right here. I'll make sure to link it in the description. You can see upvotes. You can see downvotes. You can see an upvote and downvote ratio. It's all there. It's all presented to you. You can look at week 14. I could scroll down. I could look at week 13. Here you go. It's doing the exact same thing there. I could scroll down even further. We've got week 12. Yeah, it only goes down to a certain point. But the main point is you can actually see all the upvotes now. It's all presented to you in such a way. Also, you can also look at the scores. Scores are over here. So scores is like an amalgamation of upvotes, downvotes, favourites, subscribers. It's all over the place. So, yeah, you get the idea. You can go up for the top scoring skins. You can go down for the lowest performing skins. You get the idea. So look at all the skins that have been selected, and you can probably get a good idea for what potentially might be accepted for that potential Most Wanted Rustore if we do have one next month for May 2024. And, of course, complete the sets. Continuations of various skins from notable collections where unfortunately they weren't accepted in the past, but they could be accepted for complete the sets. We shall see. We haven't got confirmation yet if we're going to have complete the sets again. But skin creators will be informed as we get close to it, and once they know, they'll tell me and I'll tell you. So, cool. I need to breathe more. I'm done. There you go. So that's enough from me. Hopefully you heard all of that and incorporated it into your head, and now you can think about what you want to do now. But yeah, the best thing you can do is just wait it out. Keep an eye on the workshop over the course of this weekend. And I will point this out real quickly to some of you. 5 of the skins were typical picks. 5 of the skins were early picks. What does that mean? Well, typically you'd probably see the likes of TTG's top picks list. Whenever you see skins from this list being accepted, it's a typical skin. But I look at the skins when they first come out. I'll discuss them. I'll talk about continuations and whatnot. As you can see on the likes of my YouTube over here, Rust Workshop Skin Checks. Every single week I'm looking at the newest skins, I'm discussing them, and if you just want to skip ahead, because I know it's over an hour long, I get that, you can always skip ahead because I always put chapters for all the continuations, and of course when we want to get to the part where it's like tools and weapons or clothing and armour, it's all chaptered there. So if you want to consider giving those a good look, because we are starting to see a lot more early picks from now on, and if you want to be informed of all the newest things coming out, as I said, consider watching my Rust Workshop Skin Checks. I'm done. I've said enough. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you later. See you and goodbye. Oof.